Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Sanjay Kumar. There's a series of video going to come into my channel. Also guys, since this is my new channel, if anything you would like to suggest me, I will improve it. Please comment down below. So now I'm going to teach you introduction to Java. So I will switch to my slide. So you're saying that. So here are a few things about Java. So Java is an object-oriented programming language. It was created by James Gosling. Object-oriented program means it includes such features like class and objects, like C++. Who are similar with C++, then Java would be easy for you. And another thing is Java is platform independent. You can use on any platform such as Linux, Mac and Windows. You don't need to change any of the code. So coming to the next slide. So now coming to the uses of Java. Java is used in mobile app development. There are many games and apps that use Java to run. We have seen on our olden days that there were many mobile games that we run using Java. It is also used for creating desktop applications, also used for web applications. We have seen that there are many frameworks for web, such as Spring Boot. It is a popular web framework that we are still using now, and it is also used for AAML and cloud computing. Also, there are many features that you can use Java for. So, coming to the next slide, why to use Java? Java is really simple, secure, portable, object oriented, robust, multi threaded, architecture neutral, interpreted, high performance, distributed, and dynamic. So these are few of the keywords that I would like to mention about Java. Why should you use Java? So then here I have explained everything. I just explained everything in really a simple words so that everyone can understand what I am coming to say. I'll also share the slide in my description so that you can use it anytime. It's also really simple for you to understand. I have made everything so simple for you to understand. I have made everything in really simple English for everyone to understand. Even beginners can understand what I have written now. Just you're seeing that Java is easy to understand, easy to use. As compared to Python, Java is a little bit difficult for you. If you're using Python and coming to Java, you might get shocked. Oh no, why? It's really difficult for me. But it's really easy to use. Once you are familiar with Java, then it would become really easy for you. Also, Java is secure, it's also portable, which means it can run on any operating system without modification. Java is object oriented, which means it uses class and objects. It is robust, multi threaded, which means it can perform multiple tasks at the same time. Architecture neutral. Unlike other programming languages, Java uses both compiler and the interpreter so that it makes it platform independent. So it gives us the performance to make it platform independent. So now, next coming to it has high performance, it is distributed, it has a vast amount of community that you are able to see in web. Java has a vast network, it has vast amount of codes that you can still access. Java is also dynamic, so it is flexible. So coming to next, what are the basic concept of hoops? So now we are seeing that encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism and abstraction. These are the basic principle of hoops. If it is given in any theoretical exams, you need to write about what are the basic principle of hoops. Then you can include encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and data abstraction. So it would be easy for you. You can also read this thing, but you still don't need to know about this thing. In future, I'll explain more about these things. It will be easy for you to understand. So now let's see how Java code works. See here, Java code is then first converted into compiler, first sent into the compiler, and compiler turns into the byte code. And the byte code is interpreted using the interpreter, Java virtual machine, and we are just getting the output. This is how the code works. I just given in text. You can also read how it works. So coming to next. So we need to write our first code in Java. So now guys, we are just going to use Visual Studio Code. My preferable text editor is Visual Studio Code. I'm using Visual Studio Code over 5 to 6 years. It is really the best code editor that I have seen. You can use, can do multiple things, you can run multiple codes such as C++. It is used for doing HTML and any other things. It is really easy for you to use. It has many keywords so that it can be really easy for you to use. So I don't prefer anything like a notepad, other stuffs which you need to, it will be difficult for you to understand. So I'm just using VS Code. So just I'm going to open VS Code and then I'm going to create a new file folder. So now I'm just going to create a new folder. So I'm just open. I'm just going to VS Code projects. Here I'm just going to give it as simple test. The folder name is simple test. See here. I'm just opening this folder. So now I'm making it to full screen. Now I'm just going to create a file now, sample.java. So the Visual Studio Code is automatically giving me some basic lines of code which will be easy for me. So only I prefer VS Code. Be easy for everyone to use. And just I'm going to give it as public static void main string args, and just I'm going to give it as system.out.println. Here I'm just going to print hello world, and then I'm going to run this code here. We'll just see in my terminal what output I'm getting. I'm just going to run the code. Now you're going to see that we are getting hello world. Okay, now I'm going to do it in another line. Just going to copy and paste it. Here I'm just going to give it as hello Sanjay. So we are able to see hello world and then hello Sanjay. So now what if I remove this ln and just give some space here? So our program will run in the same line. We are able to see that if we want to run in the same line, we are just giving it as print alone. So whatever the code inside the parentheses, you will get the output in the terminal. So see here, I'm just getting the similar output as the input given in the parentheses. See here, you have to give inside this. Also another thing I would like to mention is that you have to have the same file name and the same class name. Both should be same, it shouldn't be different, such as like this sample. It's going to show you error. I'm just running this code and then I'm just giving continue. You'll be able to see that it is giving me error. So you should always keep the same name. This class name and this file name should be the same. So we are declaring as a class sample here. You just don't need to understand this whole thing here now. I'll just explain in the upcoming videos. These are somewhat advanced things. So what does this mean? Main string args. Here is the part of the program where our code starts to run. This is the place where our code gets executed. From main only everything is getting started. So see here, now I'm just printing. So now see here, I'm just going to print hello world. I'm just giving system.out.print, and this is the something advanced you don't need to know now. So I'm just going to give this print means it's going to come in the same line. Print elements is going to skip to the next line. So that is the difference between print and println. So I think you are able to understand this code. And this I want to also show the boilerplate code. And this is called as the boilerplate code. The basic code that you need for running your program. Without this, our code doesn't get executed. You at least need to have public class sample and public static void main. Else our program won't execute. At least need to have this thing so that our program will execute. This is called as boilerplate code. Okay. So also another shortcut is I want to show is for instead of writing public static void main, you can just give it as a keyword like main and then type enter. Everything is getting completed now. And coming to next line, I'm just giving SYSOUT and just typing enter. It's going to give the full line. It would be easy for you. This is why I prefer VS Code because it is easy for access. It has some keywords so that you can do your work really fast. You don't need to memorize anything. So guys, and then coming to the next slide, see I have given everything here. So I have included how this thing is working. You can just read if you want some theoretical understanding. So Also, you can read this line also what is meant by JDK, JRE, and JVM. You can just read what is. I'll just share the slide in my description. Also, give this code. Also, give this code in my GitHub. I'll share my GitHub repository with you in the description of my YouTube. So, guys, I hope you are able to understand everything. Suggest me if I need to have any other improvement. Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching my video.